And out here getting loose, guys going through some drills. We're almost at game time, folks. Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. With Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, I'm Kevin Harlan. Our very own Allie LaForce has the sidelines covered for us tonight. And we've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Nic Claxton.
Yeah, his impact on the glass is drifting downward. You know, sometimes as a player, your focus shifts. You redirect your energy toward other phases of the game, and that could be what's happening here. But obviously, it's a bit of a concern going forward.
Now let's take a look at the Sonics opening lineup. We've got Levins, Harrison out there with Anderson. Then it's Thompson, and it's Reynolds in at the 2. And looking at the Nets, Thomas on the wing. He's joined by Porter. Then there's Demon. Then there's Nic Claxton. And it's Wolf in at the 4. Greg, I think now is when we really see the value of depth as teams prepare for the playoffs.
It always helps when you can spread out your minutes, prevent stars from being overworked, and diminish the risk of injury.
Outside Thomas. Down to 5 on the shot clock. A baseline J. It's hauled in by the Sonics.
And the last time these two met, they were able to get a big win because of that bench production. Second unit might be a factor in this one as well.
Yeah, the reserves add another dimension to their offense, and the opposition had no answers on how to slow them down.
Thompson with it, now guarded by Porter. And Thompson throws it down.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
Oh, that's how you drive your point home right there. Here's Claxton, and Claxton throws it down.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
Pass to Thomas. From the arc. That will not get it done. He's 0 for 2. The Supersonics have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Richard, Cam Thomas has been criticized for his shot selection at times, but the guy can flat out score.
Oh, he's a walking bucket, and to his credit, he works on taking these difficult shots because he knows that is a valuable skill in this league.
And the Nets with possession here. The Sonics getting the bucket. Demon, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And RJ, you played 7 seasons in a Nets uniform, the most with any of your teams.
Yeah, it was a great way to start my career consistently in the playoff picture. It was really the most sustained success that the franchise has enjoyed.
First free throw is good. That one misses. The Supersonics have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Count that bucket.
Out to a hot start, 4 makes and 5 shots to begin this ball game.
Pass to Porter. Over Anderson. That one off the back iron and out.
Just haven't found their offensive footing yet, only managing to sink 1 of their first 5 shots.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
The Supersonics shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
That one is off. And he sinks the second. The Nets have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Banked in off the glass.
Oh, Thomas can be scary when he's getting points inside. That really rounds out his game.
Here's Levins, and Levins throws it down.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Here's Demon after the basket by Seattle. And here is Thomas. Real disappointing game for him in that loss to San Antonio. Off target on the 15-footer.
He just looks off this quarter. Looks like he's forcing it a bit right now. A little bit in his head.
Anderson can't get it to go. Nets trailed by 6. And Thomas has it in the corner. Here's Demon. That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feet.
And during his time in the league, the assist numbers have steadily improved for Thomas.
Levins with it. Picked up by Claxton. Out to the right wing. Pass to Reynolds. Takes the 3. Rebound, Brooklyn. Thomas, it's a wide open look. Can't tie it up as that one misses.
He's lost it in this quarter, no doubt about it. Nothing seems to be going for him.
And here's Anderson for 3. The Sonics again can't hit. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Basket good.
Inside, Cam Thomas really relies on his agility and touch to get it done.
To the middle, and it's Thompson with the jam.
I'd say that shot is well within his range.
I would hope so. We've got 28 seconds left in the first. Here's Demon. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
And here's Anderson from the arc. Third time is not the charm. 0 for 3 from the floor so far. And Porter, here we go. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. And no good. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Seattle ahead. They're up by 1. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Seattle. Guys?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
It leads to some easy buckets, and I think it's given them control of the pace in this one.
And the Nets with possession here. They trail by 1. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
Yeah, they made some spectacular plays in it right to the very end. Just couldn't get over the hump.
And that is why coaches preach about the details. The margins in this league are razor thin.
We've got Terrence Mann. He's out there with Saraf. Sharp out there with Zaire Williams. And it's Clowney in at the 4. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. Always good to get another look at a terrific defensive play.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest. Going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Traore's checked in for Saraf. Now here's Dinwiddie. Here's the drive. Here's Terminenko. And he banks in the layup.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Pass to Mann. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. That one goes. Count it.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Got that one up quick. And you think about the importance, RJ, of awareness and basketball IQ. What about players who don't have that, but are immensely talented?
Well, they still have to grow their IQ, and that can take time because if you make too many mistakes, it will cap your minutes.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Supersonics.
Here we go, fans. Get on your feet. Get loud. It's time for team fight.
Harrison's checked in for Seattle. Anderson comes in for Burks. And since we've got a second, let's go to our rookie watch and see which of the first-year players are averaging the most blocks since the All-Star break. And so it's Dinwiddie with it. He'll bring it up for the Supersonics. Right wing. Pass to Harrison. Now here's Dinwiddie. He's guarded closely. 6 to shoot. Here's the screen. Back to Dermanenko. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
Here's Deming. Dinwiddie covering.
And a moment here to check out the numbers for Michael Porter. Averaging 15 points a game, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. And you look at his huge role in their offense, a major contributor as far as putting up points.
He's just a natural scorer and someone this offense leans on to help shoulder the load and lead the charge.
Free throw good, Deming. The Nets making a switch here. Claxton's checked in. And good on the second, so he makes them both. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. The kick out to Anderson. Bangs home the trifecta. Anderson's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Pass to Wolf. Back to Man. Here's Wolf. Clock at 6. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you can give up some size, but that shows you how fearless he is, willing to attack the basket no matter who is in front of him.
Here's Reynolds, defended by Man. Dinwiddie for 3. It's hauled in by Michael Porter. Nets trail by 3. Man passes to Porter. Now Claxton. Pass to Man. To the inside. Deming. And he dunks it down.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Dinwiddie finds Anderson. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie's got 3 assists in the game. And finished off by Porter.
He is so quick off the ground. Porter just gives the defense very little time to react. And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. Let's see the connected cam angle on that stunning play, brought to you by AT&T.
Timeout.
And so, Jordy Fernandez decides to call timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Thomas checked in for Brooklyn. Thompson, he's checked in for Seattle. Levins comes in for Spencer Dinwiddie.
On the court.
1:10 left in the first half of basketball. And he comes up with the deuce. Porter's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And he's just adept at scoring in so many ways. It's clear Porter very comfortable.
Nice finish.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. To the paint. Outside Thomas. Lays it up off the glass. Thomas got 6.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Takes it inside. It's good. And the Sonics lead by 4.
This offense just continues to impress.
The Nets have gotten nearly everything to fall for them here in the second quarter. They're a great 7 of 8 from the floor. A nice shot by Anderson. Anderson's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
Here's Deming. He's got 10. Pass to Wolf. It's Thomas outside, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Seattle, with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. We'll return shortly.
Thanks for tuning in. Did you miss us? Before we discuss the game at hand, let's first check out the upcoming schedule.
And for that game against the Thunder, no one's picking them. Maybe if they play mistake-free ball, they'll have a chance, but a slim one at best.
I'm sure someone in the world is picking them, right? Maybe not. Who knows? And so thinking about the first half of this game, it's likely we'll see some adjustments for the Brooklyn Nets.
How have they kept it this close? Their D has been invisible. Come on, fellas, get after it.
Yeah, just a few more stops and this score would be totally different. And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. On the court for Seattle, we've got Thompson. Levins is out there with Reynolds. Then there's Anderson, and it's Harrison in at the power forward. Now here's Levins, guarded by Porter. The screen from Thompson. Levins passes to Thompson. No good on that one. Good defense by Claxton. Screen by Claxton. And Claxton throws it down.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
Here's Levins. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Pass to Wolf. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Here's Thomas. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. Seattle leading by 6. Harrison passes to Thompson. And Thompson throws it down.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board.
Have mercy.
Wow.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Outside, Porter. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Cranes the three-pointer. Porter's got 7 points.
Just sensational form and touch on display from Porter. When he gets any room to shoot from deep, he's looking to fire.
Anderson kicks to Harrison. Now here's Levins. He's got 12. And it's Thompson with the jam.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Nets trail by 7. Here's Claxton. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Oh, he's been doing all he can to keep this competitive, but he needs some support.
Time called here. The Sonics decide to talk it over.
Round of applause for your next youth team.
As the playoffs near, let's take a look at the Western Conference standings. You look at the Supersonics. What a run they've had this year. In first place and charging seemingly at will toward the postseason. These guys have been outstanding.
You know, for the Supersonics, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
Even though some people doubted them, there are just as many people, if not more, who believed in this team from the very beginning. And it's pretty clear right now who was right.
Stolen by Anderson. And pushing it up, here's Seattle. Dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
Pass to Wolf. Now here's Thomas. Inside, Demon. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Not just a scorer, Thomas also shows he's a capable passer.
You know, Greg, talking about Cam Thomas now, what are some things you'd like to see him improve on?
Well, I'd say defense first and foremost. If he's able to improve there, as well as his passing and playmaking, watch out. He's already an incredible scorer.
And so, Jordy Fernandez decides to call timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Some changes for Brooklyn. Ani's checked in. Man subbed in for Michael Porter. Sonics making a switch here. Here's Demon. 12 points for him. Outside Thomas. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Man can't hit. And it's Anderson with the ball for the Supersonics. They lead by 7.
Oh, I love that possession for them, ending with an assisted bucket.
Here's Demon. Just 5 on the clock. This one for 3. Thompson with the rebound.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
That one good for 2.
And his ability to efficiently score, that's really helped him out in this one, putting them ahead on the scoreboard.
Pass to Man. Here's Demon. Fires from way outside. Jermichael with the rebound.
He hit 1-3 in the first half, but he hasn't had anything since.
And that one's good, Levin.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
And so it's Seattle, sitting with a comfortable lead, up by 14. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. We've got more in store for you right after this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
And the ability to drop your jaw with the pass is something you rarely see in this league. What a talent he is.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Porter and Clowney up in the forward spots. Zaire Williams out there with Terrence Mann. And it's Sharp in at the 5 spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Mann with it. Outside Williams. Down low. The kick out to Porter. It's good from long range.
And a smooth shooting stroke off the catch. Porter clearly excels in those situations.
Dinwiddie passes to Burks. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie's got his 4th assist in this one. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Porter, no luck.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Nic Claxton's checked in for Charlotte.
Number 33, Nic Claxton.
Here's Mann. Dinwiddie covering. Williams looking over the floor. Here's Mann. Hits it from three-point range.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
And just tax a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Now, Mann. Pass to Porter. Again, the Nets for 2.
His shot has been on point from the opening tip. He's pretty much kept them in the game.
Timeout, Sonics.
Please give a big round of applause for your dance team.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
I had a chance to find out what the Supersonics coach was going over with his guys. And coach reminded his team that leads can disappear quickly in the NBA. He said if we get loose and they make a few shots in a row, then this is a ball game again. Do not let that happen, he implored. Guys.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. Thompson outside. Oh, that is a big-time jam.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot, but when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, we'll take it.
And down goes the three.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
And he makes that one count.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops him, just let him roll.
Now Thomas. Here's Deming. Misses the three.
Locking the arc down. Defense knows it's on them to scare off those shots.
Thomas driving in. No good on the layup. Sonics leading by 14. Thompson got it to go off the glass.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
And we got a timeout here called by Jordy Fernandez. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. It's now time to take a look at our player of the game.
And his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
Without his heroics here tonight, this could have been a second straight loss for them. But he was sensational, and instead of a losing streak, he may have them headed in the opposite direction now. They trail by 16. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Now Porter. Thomas surveying the D. Clock at 4. Knocks down the 3.
This is the kind of range Thomas has, which is why you must get out on him immediately.
Seattle leading by 13. One-handed!
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for Seattle.
And guys, the fast break was run, I thought, beautifully all night by these guys. I think that was a big part of their success.
Yeah, they definitely ran the break well. A big advantage in that category, and they continually put pressure on the defense.
And on the year now, tonight's impending victory will push their win total to 47.
And with this win, it gives them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief two-gamer. And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
Here's Demon. Takes the 3. Doesn't get that one.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
And as it should be, to be this dominant on another team's floor, look, when you go home, you're going to go home feeling good.
And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
And it's good. So no problem for Seattle as they get the win. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us on this presentation from 2K Sports. And now, our player of the game.